I did not know.
I was wrong about the bats. Watch your heads right here.
There's no sign that says not to pull.
Yeah, like right up here where he's coming at.
Herbert Hoover stayed in this house.
Bush's Pizza is always a favorite. Those were massive.
They see you coming and you can't do anything about it.
The babies. Never seen them together in a group.
These are actually real. There, one move. They kind of look like statues.
So we moved locations, and this view at the don't tell me Lake Therapy rental is unbelievable. It is just a bird's eye view of a huge section of Bull Shoals Lake and the entire dam on the left side. It's stunning, and I just can't get enough of looking at this view. It is beautiful at sunset, beautiful all day.
And when he says we've moved locations, he means vacation rentals. And this house is called Lake Therapy. Lake Therapy means sitting out on the deck, watching the lake and the sunset. And we had, we sat out here last night and had coffee. As soon as we got here, we had coffee this morning. We spent all evening on the lake, all morning on the lake. Today, we have a full lineup of events. We're all wearing matching shirts. Thank you to the t-shirt shop in Bull Shoals for this. But we are headed to a cavern, mountain village. I think we're gonna go eat.
We're gonna get on the lake on a boat with someone, which will be fun.
We have a ton of stuff that we're gonna do in Bull Shoals today and on the lake. So it's gonna be a full day. I hope you're ready. Grab a cup of coffee or a glass of iced tea and settle in. The house that we're staying in is in Lakeview, so it's actually across the dam from Bull Shoals. Motorcycle guy is in a hurry. And we keep passing by the gas station and we really need to get gas, but we're always in a hurry to get to the next place. So if we run out of gas, somebody, one of you is gonna have to come push us or bring us a can of gas. We're actually running late. We were supposed to be at the cavern tour 5 minutes ago, but things happen and they're nice. So I did not know that Bull Shoals even had a cavern. And I think it's going to be similar to Cosmic Cavern that we went to in Berryville. And Timothy read that, of course, the cavern was there before the dam was built and this area was flooded. And thankfully, it didn't flood that cavern. Because there's your turn. Can you imagine if the cavern was there and people knew it, and they did, and then they built the dam and flooded it, and no one would be able to go in it unless you were scuba diving? That would be wild. But thankfully that didn't happen. We get to actually tour it.
I missed my turn to switch drivers.
He wants to switch drivers because he likes it when I drive over the dam so he can look at the view. Hidden beneath the Ozark Hills, Bull Shoals Caverns is a beautiful cave system that you must see. We had no idea this was even here, which is why we're excited to take you with us today. This is definitely something we all should see together. Cool year-round and full of history, it's one of Bull Shoals' most fascinating hidden wonders. And it's just steps away from the historic mountain village 1890 above ground.
My name is Jim. Welcome to Mountain Village 1890 and Bull Shoals Caverns. If you guys have any questions at all as we go down and through the cave, I want you to ask those questions. Also, if you have a phone or a camera or a GoPro or a video camera or any of those kind of devices, you are more than encouraged to take any pictures that you might like. If you do use social media, I think there's some that use social media around here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah. What is the name of your social media account? Let them know they're all about Arkansas, folks, and your purpose, correct me if I'm wrong, you're sort of visiting North Arkansas, you're getting a good layout for the whole area, and you will be posting on your, I'm assuming your Facebook account, your YouTube account, and then we'll give you that name once again when you leave. Let's go down to the cave.
All right.
The cave that we're about to go into, folks, is what we call a saltpeter cavern. Saltpeter was one of the main ingredients in the making of gunpowder. And guess what? During the course of the Civil War, the Civil War soldiers did use our cave on a number of occasions. Now, to be perfectly honest, there are other caves that are down on the White River. They are a little bit closer in proximity to the White River. They were used a little bit more extensively than our cavern, but nonetheless, they could have used our cave. The cave is a nice cool 59 or 60 degrees. It does maintain that temperature year round. So you can come down here in the middle of, well, today and get cool, or you can come down here at Christmas Day and actually get warm. It is what we call a tunnel cave. It is not a cave with huge, gigantic rooms. Basically, at one point, it was an underground stream or an underground river. The water would be coming through here. It would dissolve away at the limestone. You're in a limestone cavern. As that water was dissolving away at the limestone, every once in a while, it would find weaker spots. And when it would sort of spin around in a circle. And that's what created that upside down bowl shape you see above some of your heads right there. We opened up as a tourist attraction in the summer of 1960. So we've been here about 65 years. We are designated a National Historic Place on the National Historic Registry. The cave is basically somewhat simple. It was formed with two words, water and erosion. And this young guy, he spotted it. Every time you see those little holes or little upside down bowl shapes, it's all been caused by spinning water during the initial formation of the cave. This is one of the things that they did in prior years and prior ownerships of the caverns right there.
So cool, and I can't believe that's in Bull Shoals, and I've never heard of it before, but now you all know about it, so you need to come here and see this. It was very, very similar to
Cosmic Caverns in Berryville, so it's decent. I mean, it's not as big as Blanchard, but it's very nice, and I would say it's the medium size, just like Cosmic and those up in Eureka and Mystic Caverns. So very cool. Had no idea there was one here, and a very neat thing to do while you're here. If I look wet still, you may not be able to tell. I have two huge soaking wet spots because I got clay from the sides of the cave on my shirt. So I tried to use paper towels and scrub it with water to keep it from staining until we get back to the rental, so I'm now wet.
You got to run around now and dry yourself. Now we are in the part of this property that's called Mountain Village 1890. So it is a shaded area here full of historic buildings, and the man who started this area, he and his wife, from what I understand, drove all over north central Arkansas and southern Missouri, and they gathered all of these historic buildings and they brought them here. And there are interpretive signs for each one. There's a church right over here that I'm looking at, a bank, a store, a dog trot, I believe. So you can, part of the tour is seeing all of these historic buildings.
This church was built in 1888 and was moved here intact 126 miles from Blue Eye, Missouri. The bell is even older. The bell is from 1865 from Ash Flat. There's no sign that says not to pull, and this is clearly to pull the bell. I can feel and hear it rocking, but Lindsay says it's going to fall on our head, so
please don't.
Not to do it.
Not to do it.
But it is moving. I can feel it.
The sign says this house was built in 1874, and the man built it was a man of means. He had an indoor toilet, white picket fence, and some other things. Personally, I love the look of this house, and I could totally live in something like this.
It's actually in there.
Babe, a sliding window. Slid. Slide.
Over here seems to be the Calico Rock Jail, and it said it was used in the movie Bootlegger, which I've never heard of. Doesn't look like fun to me, huh?
hot in here. On a hot box.
I can see you, babe.
One of the things sold here was charred barrels for aging moonshine in the Ozarks. That bank was the oldest remaining all-wood board building in the state. Sign says that Herbert Hoover stayed in this house, which was like a lodging, for 3 weeks in 1890 something. He was a surveyor working in the area after he graduated from Stanford University, and he stayed here for 3 weeks, the president. It's pretty amazing. We're getting very low on gasoline. We're gonna have to stop touring at some point to fill up, or we're not gonna make it any farther.
Are you gonna push this?
Nope, 3/4 ton, don't feel like pushing it. But it drinks it. It drinks that gas.
Bush's Pizza has been around since 1987, and they still use the same recipe for the crust and the sauce and maybe something else since 1987.
These are garlic, there's one intact one. These are garlic knots. They're very good with marinara sauce.
What's in a mozzarella?
Yes, and garlic. We just left Bush's Pizza, which a lot of people have said is great, and we agree that it's good stuff. My favorite was the chicken bacon ranch that we had, and the garlic knots, the garlic bread with, I think, mozzarella in it. All excellent. We really enjoyed it. Nice people. Highly recommend Bush's Pizza.
People come here to Bull Shoals and the area to fish in the lake, and then of course the trout fishing in the White River is known around the world, and Bush's Pizza is always a favorite, and now we know why. It was really good. We're on our way now to Bull Shoals Lake because we're going to take a pontoon ride to see the lake and the dam from the lakeside, and then tomorrow we're going to take a boat ride on the White River to see the dam from the riverside.
What you do, kids, just grab like for example, do that. And I'm just gonna show you, and then they'll start. Don't dump the whole bag.
Probably still the show. I don't think kids come in, do they?
Yeah. That turtle is coming up there to.
Yeah, the other fish are like nothing.
I got it. The turtle ate one.
Oh yeah.
We have seen a lot of big fish, but those were massive. Don't you think, babe?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, massive.
Big carp.
And I didn't catch it on camera because I was taking photos, but they started like really fighting over the food. It was crazy. But now we are on our way to a pontoon ride.
The dark cloud in the reflection looks like pitch black. It's pretty weird. Looks really dark.
Hello.
She's still at the house.
Nice boat.
Oh, thank you. Come on in.
Step on over, buddy.
Don't go to the dam.
So what are we looking at?
These would be the fish here.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Bull Shoals Lake is one of Arkansas's most beautiful and impressive bodies of water. Stretching across 45,000 acres with nearly 1,000 miles of shoreline, this massive lake was created in the early 1950s when the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers built Bull Shoals Dam on the White River. At the time, it was one of the largest concrete dams in the nation, designed to help control flooding, generate hydroelectric power, and create a world-class recreation area. Today, Bull Shoals Lake is a paradise for boaters, anglers, and scuba divers alike. The clear, deep water is home to bass, crappie, catfish, and walleye, drawing fishermen from all over the country. Surrounded by stunning bluffs, campgrounds, and resorts, it's the perfect place to slow down, cast a line, or watch the sunset over the Ozarks. Whether you come for the fishing, the boating, or the beauty, Bull Shoals Lake is pure Arkansas magic.
Very nice boat ride. We got to see a lot of the lake.
What was cool was seeing the dam from the lakeside, like from in the boat where you can get up near the buoys. That was really cool. Rick was a great guy. Thank you, Rick, for taking us, and Keith for setting that up. That was awesome to see. It's always neat to get out on the water. Once you get out on the water, you don't really want to get off the water. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. If you watched until the end, put code word CAVERN in the comments section. See you next time.